It's not a secret that we are in information overload. There is so much data and resources on pretty much any topic you could ever wish to know about. Expelling your chihuahua's glands? Oh, there's a YouTube on that. Figuring out how to make a graph of your toddler's performance in Pee Wee Soccer in Excel? Oh, there's articles online on how to do that. And a lot of us want to learn and we want to grow our skills and knowledge. And what better place to do that than on the internet? But have you ever just felt overwhelmed? Today I'm going to talk about how I learn using the free resources on the internet and how it's helpful for me to give my focused attention to learning something for some portion of every day. Most of the time, I try to learn about my art business, things that could help me, and also I will research ways to make my art better. So for example, I might need to brush up on email marketing techniques for my business, and I also might need to research a new technique with acrylic paint. In fact, I make it a point to discipline myself to spend about 20 minutes a day in concentrated learning. Let's talk about why I do this and how I do it and how you could make it possible in your own life. Welcome to The Josie Show, where it's artist to artist chat about making great art and selling your art. I love to help artists because I think creatives should get paid. I have a private community called Art Revenue Coaching where I do just that. There's training and community and live coaching to help artists. You can check it out at josielewis.com/ARC. That's ARC. The doors will be open soon. Meanwhile, if you're interested in selling your art or handmade goods, I made a free guide for you. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Selling Your Art Online, and it's got everything you'll need to get your creative business off the ground. Download it at josielewis.com/ultimate. One of the things we've been talking about inside my private membership is how we can find the time to learn the practical information that can help us reach our goals. I have found, sadly, that just searching in Google is not an effective way to get the depth of information I need because there's simply too much information out there and much of it is not relevant or it's low quality. So I've figured out 4 ways that I can learn information that I need to support my art and my art business. Tip number 1, I devote 20 minutes a day to learning. I actually have a walking desk, so I turn on my treadmill and I pick a video and I watch it for 20 minutes. Sometimes I do need to take notes and I will also jot a few things down. I find this practice helps me to accumulate a lot of information over time. 20 minutes a day is honestly not that long. I definitely spend 20 minutes a day scrolling Instagram, so I feel like I can make the sacrifice to spend 20 minutes a day learning something that will actually help my life and my business. I think you could make a commitment like this too. You could start lower. You could pick 5 minutes a day or possibly even 10 minutes, say a week. In fact, in my Art Revenue Coaching program, I tell my members that they can get outstanding, helpful information from the membership in 10 minutes a week from my program. The point is, commit to a time period and a cadence you can easily sustain. Remember, every action you take is a vote towards the person that you want to become. That's a quote from James Clear in Atomic Habits, and I love it so much. That means when you spend 20 minutes a day learning about something you care about, that is a vote for the person you are becoming. And after a year of spending 20 minutes a day learning about something, you will become a pretty decent expert in that category. People overestimate what they can do in a day, but they underestimate what they can do in a year. So if you have 5 minutes or 10 minutes and you can spare it today and tomorrow, that will accumulate into something very significant after a full year. Tip number 2, I find trusted advisors and I dive deep into their content. There are a lot of coaches and a lot of gurus out there. Some of them have perfectly great information, but they just aren't my style. Some of them have horrible information and they're just not worth listening to. It does take a bit of vetting to figure out what types of people you want to listen to. The good news is if you search a category of what you're trying to learn in like Apple Podcasts or on YouTube, there are often many different folks teaching niche information. When you're looking for someone to help you, you can check the reviews, you can check how long they've been producing content, and of course, you can listen or watch a bit to see if you like the quality of information and their style. I think a provider who provides regular and consistent content is better than someone who's sporadic. There are definitely people who are very popular on YouTube, but sometimes those folks are kind of fluffy and not actionable. When I'm learning, I don't want to hear a ton of stuff about their promoting their paid programs. I don't mind that they have a paid program, but I want to be able to get actionable advice. It's fine if they're inviting me deeper, but sometimes the content that I find is all just an ad, so I avoid those. Tip number 3, there are a lot of different ways to learn. You can listen to podcasts, you can watch videos, you can get emails, you can read blogs, you can even read books. You can attend real-life lectures and networking events and conferences. You can take online courses and real-life courses. You can attend workshops. You can even go to college and get a degree in something. That will take more than 20 minutes a week. Figure out your preferred learning style and make it a habit. Tip number 4, I am the world's biggest fan of multitasking, especially when it comes to moving while I'm consuming content. So I will walk on my treadmill and watch a video, or I will go for a walk outside and listen to a podcast. I also listen to a lot of content while I'm making art and also when I'm driving. But usually I find that while I'm walking, that helps me to assimilate more information. Tip number 5, it's often a great choice to join someone's paid course or paid membership. You'd want to do that only when you find a coach or a teacher who provides information that's in your niche, that inspires you, that makes you feel capable, that gives you hope and ambition to achieve your goals, someone that's authentic and fun and gives you actionable information that helps you reach your goals. Once you have vetted a person by listening to their free stuff for a while, you might want to join their paid program. I have purchased literally thousands of dollars worth of courses, and at the current moment, I belong to 6 or 7 memberships. Now, that might be a bit more than you're willing to do at this point, but for me, I find it essential to layer in all the different types of teaching and training because it's so helpful to develop my business. You might be ready to start with just one. You could start with one course or one workshop or one membership. By the by, as I mentioned before, I happen to have an art revenue coaching membership where I offer private training, coaching, live call Q&A, and community and more to artists who wish to grow their art practice and their art business. I actually think you can get a lot of value out of my coaching program in just 10 minutes a week. I don't even ask you to do 20 minutes a day like I do. If you are an artist that's exploring different ways to sell your art, this membership could be a great fit for you. We'll be opening the doors to the membership twice a year, and we will be opening again soon. Go to josielewis.com/ARC, that's josielewis.com/ARC, and add your name to the waiting list if you want to hear more when the doors open. And let me know in the comments how you like to learn. Are you a reader or a browser? Do you prefer to dive into a book or do you like to watch a video? I want to hear from you and I'll meet you in the comments.